Hey, welcome to another edition of Studio Talk. We are here in Battle Creek, Michigan at Planet Rock with my special guest here, Ditchwater, who just got done playing on stage. Welcome, guys, to Studio Talk.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, I just have a few questions for you guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time to spend with Studio Talk. What were your guys' influences to get you into music where you are?
Oh, geez. I was influenced by bands like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, stuff like that. That's what I grew up on. It's what made me want to play guitar. And pretty much want to start a band from then on. And made me get out there and start looking for people. And found this guy about 15 years ago, and we've been jamming ever since.
We all come from a lot of different areas. I was brought up on old school country and glam rock and piano and singer-songwriter, and this guy loves death metal and the heavy shit. Can I say shit? I can say shit. Fuck it.
No explicit. It's all good.
All right. So we all come from different areas, and that's what makes us what we are. A lot of heavy guitars and a lot of slamming drums and melodic vocals, you know, and to bring it all together.
At what age did you guys decide you wanted to get into music to do a band and all this?
Probably about 10, 11 years old. Somewhere around there is when I first started playing. So
I saw Kiss when I was 6, and I saw a bunch of girls pulling up their shirts, and I think I figured it out at that point.
For me, it started my mid-teens for me. It started, so that's when I got the bug.
Yeah, for me, it was really high school freshman year, you know. I really wasn't really super into any sort of music, really.
You were a big Green Day fan back then, weren't you? Green Day was your favorite
They were
band?
big back then, yeah.
I think they still are.
I think they still are, right.
What were you guys all doing before you got into music, like jobs and stuff like that?
You have a job?
I sold adult toys. No, I'm just kidding.
He rents them out.
Yeah. I hope they come back clean.
that's extra.
Be clean. Be kind. Clean your sex toys. I run businesses. I just manage different businesses. I think Mike does the same thing. It's his gig. Yeah.
So I work, have a normal job outside of the band. I think these days you have to. So really,
We don't know what he does.
we're not even sure where he came from, really. So,
Well, my new nickname is Rodney Copperpot, and
Rodney Copperpot.
I was an ex-porn star, I guess. According to these guys, we had a 2-hour ride up here, so that's my that was my
It was
ex-profession.
3.5.
3.5 hour, right?
Well, they're rough on you, huh?
They beat me up pretty good, so all in fun though.
Actually, I'm the newest guy. I'm the last.
How long's this band been together?
This lineup has been together for about 4 months.
4 or
maybe?
5 months.
This is our 3rd show together, believe it or not.
Me and him have been playing together
Yeah.
for about 15 years.
We've been
On and off.
10 practices.
Yeah, this is actually our 3rd gig as a band together, and since like right after the holidays, so.
We just recorded our new single, Close My Eyes, which will be out in a couple weeks. And it's just fantastic to be back. We have a good lineup.
Yeah, it's been a few years since we've been out there playing.
Yeah. We took a break. We were tired.
Yeah. Tired and old and hungry. Yeah, but it doesn't look like we're really hungry, though.
I haven't missed many meals.
When you guys are writing your own originals, where do you guys come up with your ideas for songs, and who writes the lyrics, who does the music, or does everybody do it?
He writes most of the lyrics.
Mark writes pretty much damn near all the music.
I gotta say, man, this guy is a mastermind of music. He could dish out 20 songs in a day. Seriously, he really
is a riff master.
He's a master at writing.
That's why they have to put up with me, I guess,
Yeah.
because there would be no other
If it
reason
wasn't
to.
for that, he'd be
Otherwise,
Yeah.
we would have kicked his ass a long time ago.
No reason for me to be
He's
here.
got a lot of passion though for writing.
With you guys, well, shortly together, what other bands have you guys played with? You guys played with any national acts or anything?
We just got done playing with Soil and Tantric last week in Chicago. We've played with Mudvayne and OTEP. Jeez, a lot of Soil shows. Just a lot of bands. Did I just get shot?
I think so.
I think so, man. You all right, Dave?
I don't know.
It was an ear gun.
It was my gun. My love gun.
with playing these other bands and stuff, what have been some of your guys' own personal highlights with, playing with other bands, meeting other bands, fans, stuff like that?
I think that one of the highlights was the sound here tonight. That was huge. It's one of the best I think we've experienced. Mikey's experience. That was great.
I had a rough night tonight.
Yeah, I heard something about you broke your kid or something. Did you have an attitude or something?
Fell off. My freaking hand was bleeding. Every time I hit the snare drum, it felt like hell. It was one of those nights. It just happens every once in a while. So
when you,
I think every time we play, no matter who we play with, we always have a really good relationship with the bands. We have a great relationship with our fans. I can speak for myself that I know that I do this just for the love of music and the people that appreciate it. Like the fine gentleman that bought a CD and gave me a big hug. That made me feel really good. That's why I do it.
now, with these bands you've played with, what is some stuff that you guys have observed from these other bands that you kind of add into your own show or has kind of made you guys better?
Enthusiasm. Sometimes they come up there and they give it their all, and it makes us want to kick their ass and bring up our game, which makes the next band want to do the same thing. And it's all done, and we all love each other and everything. But you know, you want to make sure that everybody left and remembered you, not the other band. As much as we love those other bands, I want them going home remembering us. So that's our job.
I think I've learned to sit on the bus and ignore and not watch any other bands, because that's usually what they do.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's hard to watch other bands. A lot of bands don't go on. That go on will sit on the bus, like he said, and try to get in their own mind. You know, it's hard to listen to other bands. They might influence you before you play. So, yeah.
Now, for like the general fan that comes to these small clubs like Planet Rock or Intersection or whatever it may be, for people who have never seen you guys, when you're on stage, what can they expect from you guys when you hit the stage? I mean, what do you...
110%. No matter how we're feeling, if we're sick or things aren't going right, we just put on the best show that we can put on and hope that they love it. I hope they come back to see us and want to spend time and you know, tell people about us. I want people to leave and go, I saw Ditchwater last night, and they're in Battle Creek. They've never been to Battle Creek, and we fucking loved them. That's what I want.
And then we give 100% at least 50% of the time. So.
Why am I being serious? I'm not even the serious one.
With the traveling you guys have done, you know, to venue and concerts you played, how has the crowds been? I mean, from like state to state, you know, you hear professional bands, you know, saying, oh, the crowd was this and that, and other bands. How has it been for you guys? How have they percepted you guys?
I think the crowd here was great tonight. I think they're a little more receptive to more hard rock like we are than they even when we're home, because there's no rock radio where we're at in Chicago. So we go other places and it seems they're more receptive sometimes, a little more enthusiastic and a little more into it.
For upcoming bands, kids in their garages, their basements, whatever, starting a band, what advice do you guys personally have for the screaming, but you guys have for bands starting out? What do they need to do to be successful?
Practice.
Don't be afraid to be different.
Don't get discouraged, because I think a lot of people get discouraged really easy.
Just be yourself. Do what you do. Don't want to copy people, and don't get all stressed out, man. It's fucking rock and roll. It's not rocket science.
That's fun for everybody.
Have fun, you know.
As you guys as a band together, what challenges have you guys faced to get where you are today? I mean, seeing how the music business the way it is today.
I think the number one challenge would just be dealing with each other. Once you get over that hurdle, then you can start fighting everybody else.
I think it's promoters and clubs who don't want to give that extra effort to help the fans know about the stuff. Like, this place was great. Josh from Ardent Entertainment put us on. They promoted the show. The club was great. We were greeted. They treated us like a band. And you get some places where they're just like, well, how come there's not 1,000 people here? Like, I don't know. Where's the flyers? Where's the posters? We can only do what we can do. Plus, we're up there working. the enthusiasm in some places is gone. You can tell a place like this that loves rock and roll, loves local music, is willing to put themselves out to put bands on national act bills and help us all out.
Not to mention you guys can sign a wall. I mean, how many venues you get that you walk into and the history of the bands that have played here. I mean, the first time I was here, I was like in awe,
Absolutely. I saw a bunch of things on there. I was just like, wow. American Motherlode, for example. I mean, that's from
15 years ago.
At least. A long time ago. Great guys, by the way.
Any rituals that you guys do before the shows to get you prepared?
I like to have sex, and if I can't find a partner, I just masturbate.
And eat 2 burritos.
On a real note, I have to be in a quiet place, nobody around, just think about what I'm going to do.
Are you saying that what I said wasn't true?
Maybe it was.
Remember that time you woke up sore?
Oh, man.
I usually like to just be left alone, I guess, because you get that the worst part of this whole thing is probably waiting to play.
Yeah, definitely waiting. Everything's waiting.
Oh, yeah.
I like to grab a couple cocktails and enjoy the bands going on before us, honestly. I mean, I want to have sex too, but...
I think we all do.
I hope to reach the status of where we can wait on our bus and not watch the other bands. We're shooting for that.
What is your guys' vision for Ditchwater? I mean, where do you guys see yourself going with this?
One fan at a time. Every show, I just want to grab as many, whether it be 1 or 100, and just build our brand, get people into our music, and just keep making music, new music. We had a single coming out in a couple weeks, and then a little bit after that, 4 or 5 weeks later, we got another single coming out. And I just want to make new music, and I just want everybody to fucking love each other. Is that so hard to ask? I mean, really.
But you must love yourself first.
I don't love myself.
Now, how do you guys know what single to release on your CD for? I mean, does the artist themselves, you guys yourselves, pick that, or do you have management, or will you figure radio play, or?
We do everything ourselves, so we only have ourselves to blame.
Yeah.
If everything's great, then we did a good job, or Mark did, and if things go to shit, it's all our fault. It's mostly Mark's fault.
It's always my fault.
No, we make our decisions, we stand by them, and we learn by them, and we just keep evolving.
I think we just put out the songs that move us the most.
What bands are you guys currently listening to now?
You should ask him, because you're not going to like my answer.
Go ahead, answer. I'm getting you distracted.
I've been listening to Five Finger Death Punch a lot lately. I love Slayer. I love Billy Joel. Yeah, Elton John, Sting, Merle Haggard. I'm fucked up. But I like music. If it makes me feel something, I get attached to it. Where I'll listen to the same CD for a long period of time before I move on.
The latest Deicide album, listening to that a lot. And, new Demon Hunter is pretty good. Pretty much tons of different stuff. Changes every day of what I'm most into. So
My CD player's broken, so it's usually just the radio from B96 to Spanish Latino music.
There's a B96 still.
There is.
yeah, we heard it on the way down.
So not much.
Katy Perry.
I'll listen to Katy Perry. It's fine with me.
If anybody from Chicago is watching this, bring back rock radio to Chicago. It's fucking Chicago. How do you not have rock radio? How do you, there's 17 classic rock. How many times can you listen to Poison?
AC/DC again.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
Bring back rock radio to Chicago. God damn it.
What do you guys do on your off time when you're not playing?
I raise 5 children. And I try to make more every day.
Yeah. I help raise his 5 children. So
There you go.
We've been partners for a very long time.
Raise his 5 children.
At least it's a band effort, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, what is your guys' upcoming schedule looking like?
We have We have some shows coming up. We're playing with Saving Abel in Joliet, Illinois in June. We got video shoots, more recording. We're busy. Just a lot of busy. They can go to Facebook, find Ditchwater. We'll have a ditchwater.com.
This summer we'll have a lot more tour dates, and when the single comes out. So that's what we're concentrating on now, is finishing the single up. And we're gonna be shooting a video at the end of this month, and then just hit the road basically.
So what is the name of your guys' CD that you currently have out there that fans can buy when they see you in the show and stuff?
They can go to iTunes or CD Baby or pretty much anywhere, Amazon.
Spotify.
It's called Going Forward Looking Back, and it has a single, It's Over and Have You Ever on it. Buy it. Feed my children.
Help me feed this show.
Thank you.
How can other bands or venues and fans get a hold of you guys?
Probably through our Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest way.
Right now, it would be through Facebook.
Yeah.
And we're all on there, so I mean, it's easy to find us. At some point, we'll announce some management or something like that. But
yeah, it's facebook.com/Ditchwater1. Because Ditchwater is taken by somebody, unfortunately. But it doesn't exist. You can't. So it's weird. Whatever.
Well, I appreciate you guys freezing to death out here in this Michigan weather, because it's so great. And but I'm glad you guys came on my show. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you guys are busy, and I know you guys just got done hammering it tonight. And I know now you want to kick back, relax, sell some merch. So I appreciate it very much.
we appreciate you.
I hope to see you guys soon again. You guys put a new CD out. Make sure you guys get a hold of me.
Thank you.
That was Ditchwater. We're here at Planet Rock in Battle Creek. If you ever get a chance, check them out on Facebook, ditchwater1.com. Thanks for joining us. See you later. Peace out.